Yo, what's poppin'? Is your boy Silos once again with another one of these YouTube videos. What's going on, YouTube? I hope you guys are having a good day, and if you're not, I hope that it gets much better. And I'm back right away, guys, because I wanted to give you guys this review. Now that I've been utilizing these two apps for a pretty long time, at least a year, for both of them, I think that I have a little bit of insight for you guys that are gambling out there to make you have a better choice. At the end of the day, they're both good apps, and you can use both of them without a problem. They both have, like, for me, they're good apps. I would use them, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. I'm just gonna give you my insight of which one I use the most and why. Now, before we go any further, I do want to tell you guys some things to clarify, because I don't want to be involved in no bullshit. I don't promote gambling at all. I enjoy gambling myself. I'm a gambler. I play. I share my experience with you guys, wins and losses, because if you go throughout my videos, it's not all just winning. Mostly it's losing. So that's the reason why I don't promote it. I don't think you should do it if you don't have at least $5 to spare every single day. But if you do, and you like sports more than anything, because that's the most important part here, is for you to like sports, because then it makes the game more interesting. Other than that, I am not promoting it for you guys to become rich. Shit, I'm trying to do that myself. So it's not about me telling you this is the way to make money. This is just for fun, just to make your afternoon a little bit more interesting. And to be honest, it should only be with $5 or less if you have no knowledge. If you have some knowledge, then you can go ahead and try to make some big bucks. But I mean, it's all up to your own risk and with the money that you're able to play with. All right, guys, moving on with the video. So when we're looking into Underdog has two features that I really, really like, and the other ones I don't really care about because I don't use, meaning the brackets, the ladders and all that crap. I don't really use that, okay? The only thing that I really, really do use are these babies right here. 40% MLB boost, 30% boost on a 50 max. $50 max is usually what they do, but this is not the minimum. Like, this is not the maximum, sorry. I've seen 50%, 70% boost, and every time you open the app, usually you'll have a boost. So what does that mean? That you can go from like a 30 times in that 30% boost, you can go from a 30x to a 40x easily. 30% boost, that's a 30% boost. Kind of like a Dabble. Dabble uses the rocket. You can go from 30 to 40 also. But Dabble is not really secure. You're the boss, and you have to stop that rocket before it collides, and then you can't get shit. And then usually, most of the time, you don't get nothing. But you try. Sometimes you get something, but not all the time. And then you still gotta win the bet. So it's not nothing for sure that you're gonna get that. Rather, with Underdog, it's for sure you're gonna get those 30% bonus or 40% bonus or 50. All you have to do is win the bet, so that's a good thing about Underdog that I really, really like. And this right here, the $10 bonus entries, they give you bonus entries. Dabble actually doesn't do that, so that's something good about Underdog. I could play these $10 today for free and 3-pick and try to make some money off of those $10 if I wanted to, which I am gonna do. So those are the only two features that I think Underdog really offers you that are pros. Now, what is the con? For me, the only con in Underdog is not being able to deposit more than $10 goddamn dollars. It has to be $10, okay? You can't do $5. Look, I think so. Watch. You see? Please deposit $10 or more to continue. You can't use, you can only do $10. That's the only con that I see on Underdog. They should do $5 because then there's $5 bettors like me that we need to start off with $5. If I put $10 in there, I'm gonna fucking use the $10. I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste that much money that day. But anyways, that's the only con. Now, coming to Dabble. Dabble is the app that I usually use, is the app that got me into gambling, is the app that I really, really like right now. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, we have two features over here. One of them is not the bonus one like Underdog, but is even better. And the crazy part, no, it's not even better, to be honest, but it's better. The crazy part is just barely got here. This just barely started like a month ago or so. It's not been that long with this feature. So that's the only reason why in this video I'm probably gonna choose Dabble over Underdog for that feature right there. And also because Dabble does let you put in $5. Like, you can start off with $5 in Dabble. You don't need $10. $5 cuts it for Dabble, and you're able to start gambling in Dabble with $5. So yeah, that's a good reason why Dabble wins that war. But not only that, you have your typical rockets, which are up here on the top corner. Your typical rockets, I don't have one right now. Those are the ones that I'm telling you, you have to manage that rocket, and you can't go past. They have like a certain limit that you have to reach, and if you reach that limit, if you pass it, then the rocket explodes and you're not able to get no money. Okay, or just a little bit of money, not a lot, not like the one that you were supposed to get. Now sometimes the rockets are bullshit and you're not even supposed to get money. The limit is right away. The limit is on 0.60, 0.50, and that's crappy money, but that's just what it is. Sometimes they want you to make money, sometimes they don't. And then the more picks you make, on a rocket, the higher that rocket is gonna go. And then you're supposed to stop it, because sometimes from 60 it could bump up to 90, and then you have to find the halfway in between to stop the rocket and still make good money. You can't go all the way to the top because you're gonna lose. It's meant for you to lose if you try to go all the way to the top. So just whenever it's a little rocket, whenever I have a 4 pick, 5 pick, I usually just try to go times 5 over. If it's bigger, then I try to go times 10. But that's it. Your limit should be times 10. Even though the rocket was gonna go to 30, it doesn't matter. Don't do it. Because most of the time you're gonna lose. Anyways, now they have this new feature also, which is called, this one right here, Rewind. It's called Rewind, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then you can go actually win your money back if you lose. Let me see if I can show you one of those right here. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I just barely used one. Oh yeah, right here. As you can see right here, I used the Rewind. I lost this bet, but I was still able to make $4.50 back, so I only lost 50 cents. Because what happens is when you lose, they'll give you a box with, I think, 9 squares, and from those 9 squares, they're gonna hide 2 bombs. If you are, you're gonna have to choose. The cards are hidden. On each of those cards holds 50 cents, $1, that you can gain back if you find that card, if you uncover it. But then in between those boxes also there's covered bombs, and if you pick up a bomb, boom, it ignites, and it takes you off all your money that you have made up to a very, very low amount. So if you you were at $3, $3.50, whatever, and then you were trying to get 5, and then boom, you got a bomb, it's gonna bring you back to like 50 cents or $1, from $3, and that's what you're gonna take instead of taking the $3.50. Now me, like right here, for example, if it's $5 and I hit 3, I'm taking that. I'm gone. If I make more than half, let's go. Just take it and keep moving. Now on this one, I got lucky and I got $4.50, so I almost have my money back. But it doesn't happen like that all the time. Now it promotes you that it's gonna give you over, right? It could give you over what you put in anyways. Because right here, even though I put $5, I could have potentially made $7 back even with that mini game. But I ain't trying to make that mini game. I am trying to just get more than half of my money out. But anyways, those are the 2 mini games that they have here, the Rocket and the Rewind. Those are really good cons. But then the very big one is you can actually just put $5 in. That's it. Underdog, you have to put 10. Now I'm not bashing either or. I've won on both of the apps. Both of the apps are really good apps, and they could actually make you some money. But I think if you're a beginner, Dabbler is much better for you. Now this is coming from a real perspective. I'm a real human. I'm a real person. I'm not an actor. I'm not acting my voice. I don't care about no followers or all that. I'm just giving you my advice from my point of view, from a real user. Thank you guys, and you have a blessed day.